Well, hello there. Carol Dockum here with Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. And I am so excited here today as we are actually launching a brand new program called Global Connections Virtual Networking. And I'm super pumped because I truly believe that we as women entrepreneurs, small business owners, speakers, trainers, coaches, and experts can leverage technology to market and promote our businesses, our services, and gain a bigger impact or give a bigger impact to the world, not just locally, nationally, but globally. So I'm really thrilled that you have joined us here today, and I'm so excited to introduce our host and to facilitate Global Connections, this brand new program that we're offering here at Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. So let's do this. I'm really excited about our newest Diamond Club member and global ambassador, Morgan Hamer. Morgan is the owner broker of New Leaf Brokerage in Charlotte, North Carolina. She is a manifesting mentor, energized entrepreneur, and speaker. As our new global ambassador for Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network, Morgan will be leading our Global Connections online virtually our online virtual networking events, connecting, empowering, and inspiring women entrepreneurs worldwide. So thank you so much for joining us here today to expand your network, your visibility, and your market reach. Together, let's open doors to new opportunities and build powerful local, national, and global connections that will elevate your business to the next level. Please help me welcome Morgan Hamer with Morgan Manifest.
Hi, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Can everybody hear me? Awesome. I had to switch to my iPad for my Zooms this week because my camera croaked, but it was a very easy solution for once, which we always love, But anyway, I just wanted to give a little background for how this group came to be about. I met Carol through one of my former manifesting mentoring students, Mary Flowers, who's a member of Beautiful Faces Going Places in Cincinnati. And when I met Carol, her vision for Beautiful Faces Going Places really resonated with me, and it just aligned with all of my values. And I just loved every person, her especially, but also all the other women that I met in the group. So I was daydreaming about how I could make sense of being a part of this women's business group that's based in Cincinnati. And as somebody who I'm an entrepreneur, and part of my motivation for that is so that I can travel and work remotely and have a time, money, freedom lifestyle that allows me to meet with people wherever, whenever, virtually. So I had the idea to partner with Carol, and instead of opening a Beautiful Faces Going Places or launching a branch in Charlotte, I felt like the best way for me to build the kind of relationships that I'm looking for, but also the community that resonates with me, would be to do something for women who have virtual based businesses, who can serve a global audience. And coincidentally, that also very much aligned with Carol's vision for Beautiful Faces Going Places. So here we are, our very first meeting. I appreciate you all and your patience with us today as we roll this out. I think it's going to be great, but I will pass the mic back to Carol and we will jump into our 60-second commercials.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Morgan. I so appreciate your introduction and sharing how Global Connections came about, right? And I love that. And I want to give a shout out to Mary Flowers, who is on our success team here at Beautiful Faces Going Places. She is an amazing high-end stylist, marketing and branding, all about style and building your self-confidence. And I see, Mary, that you are joining us today. So thank you so much. And I love and appreciate you. And thank you for introducing Morgan to Beautiful Faces Going Places. And super pumped and excited here. So we're just going to go around the Zoom room here and popcorn style. And I'm going to pass the mic over and we'll do our introductions here. And so I am going to pass the mic over to Brenda Aviard.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Brenda Aviard, and I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and I work with female entrepreneurs. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night and you've wondered, why can't I go back to sleep? You just have something pressing on your mind. If I had that conversation with you, I'm sure that if we broke it down, it would be about money because female entrepreneurs work very, very, very hard, and many of them aren't making the amount of money that they feel they deserve or that they want to be and want to have. So I get in the weeds with them and we start talking about money. And I'm not afraid to talk about money because if we're not going to make money, we're not going to be in business, are we? So it's grow, grow, grow. And that's what I do. I love it. I have been a mentor and a coach and a sales trainer all over North America. So that's what I do. I have a lot of fun doing it. So I tell people I'm absolutely not a boring business coach because I'm not. But if you ever want to talk to me about that, feel free to give me a call. I'll put my information in the chat before we hang up. But thank you so much for coming today to support Morgan. Morgan, congratulations on your new show. I think it's really exciting, and you're going to be wonderful at it. She's a manifester, girls. You're going to love what you hear from her. Okay, thank you. I'm done. You're muted, Carol.
Thank you so much, Brenda. And you can connect with Brenda at brendaaviard.com.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
All right. Popcorn style, Rebecca Victor. I'm passing the mic to you, Rebecca.
Well, I accept. Here it is. Can you see it? It is so subtle. It is subtle. So my name is Rebecca Victor, and my business is Your Joyful Path. I do speak. I love to go around and speak to different people, women and men. But part of my passion is really in service as a life and spiritual coach, where people right now are asking a lot of questions about who am I? What's my purpose in life? I don't know. I've been doing this, find that it's not working out. Maybe it is, but there's something missing, and I don't quite know how to put it all together. And so I get the opportunity to spend time with them, work them through the opportunity. I have a new puppy. Well, she's not a puppy, she's a dog. So I do apologize for the fact that she is looking at a bunch of lights right now and barking at them. So I know, sweetheart. So anyway, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. But I think this is an important time for us to really start to step up and step into and live more fully that calling that we each have. So that's what I'm here to do. And I look forward, if anybody's interested in just exploring that further, then you're welcome to reach out to me and we can touch base. And I'll put my information in the chat as well. So I have to shout out to my coach, Brenda, at one point when we were in business coaching. Always make sure you get that opportunity for them to connect. So how's that, Brenda?
That's great, Rebecca.
Thank you all. It's good to be back. Miss you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I'm so happy you took the time to join us today. And I loved how you said this is the time for us. I mean, I'm energetically feeling it as well for us to step up and step out. And 2025 is right around the corner. So thank you so much, Rebecca. All right, Yasna.
Hello, everybody. I'm Yasna Dow with Dow Media Agency, and you've all heard that saying, you never get a second chance to make a good first impression. And that same goes for your social media. And so what I do is I help real estate agents with their social media and their graphics. So if you know a real estate agent that's looking to level up their social media, have them reach out to me. Also, I wanted to announce, and I know some of you know, and I know there's a lot of new people on here, so I wanted to announce that Carol and we have officially launched our Vision to Success Retreat 2025. And next year, we're going to do 2 retreats. So we're going to be in Naples, Florida, which is our third. We're repeating it for the 3rd time. And it's an unforgettable experience. And then we have decided to add a 2nd retreat, which is going to be in May, and it is in Croatia. It is in Croatia on a private island, right on the beach, and it's a 7-day retreat with the girls, with us women entrepreneurs. And one of my favorite things that we're going to be doing there is we're going to do a mastermind. So we're going to, it is called From Imagination to Implementation. So we're going to, something that you have been thinking about in your business that you really wanted to, finally bring into or incorporate into your business. That's what we will do there. We're going to mastermind and create the steps, or help you create the steps to your next thing in your business. So if you guys want to know more, reach out to me or Carol. And yeah, that's it.
Carol, you're muted.
Thank you so much. Remind me often, okay?
First time on Zoom.
That's right. Yasna, thank you so much for sharing our upcoming Vision to Success retreats. And I love what the Croatia retreat is all about, from imagination to implementation. And I think many of you on this call know what it takes to have an idea, have a passion, a vision, and creating the strategy and then taking action to make it all happen. So it's an honor to be working with you and collaborating with you, Yasna. I appreciate you, and thank you for sharing those upcoming retreats. If you don't mind, if you can share it in the links below as well, just so that everyone has access to information. All right, thank you so much, Yasna. You're amazing.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah, Varsha.
Thank you, Carol. Hey, everyone. I'm Varsha Lemon with Lemon Wellness. I am living in Charlotte, North Carolina, for 17 years now. Happy mama of 4, so they keep me busy. But what I do is I'm a health and wellness coach, and I really help women focus in areas that frustrate them often. And those areas deal with weight wellness, athletic performance, sleep, energy, healthy aging. So healthy aging is one of my favorite ones to really work on with women. So we just kind of talk through goals and figure out different ways that we can use supplementation to help you reach those goals. And so I think one of my biggest passions is just really to see women go from A to B with their transformations. That really lights me up. And I think that's really why I do what I do, is just to really help other women feel their best in their skin. And so that's what I'm doing. As far as new things that I've got going on, I will be running an 11-day reset, probably the 2nd week of December. The 7th, I believe, is that date. So it's just an 11-day challenge just to get us to, reset our bodies before the holidays. So we go into the holidays, strong and armed with different things, because we tend to, overindulge, which is fine. It's the time of family and things like that. But it's just a way to stay healthy and making the right choices through the holiday season. So I'll put some information as far as my contact in the link, the chat box below. So that's really about it. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you so much, Varsha. I am just so excited to have you here with us today and really re-engage. And you are on our success team here at Beautiful Faces Going Places. So for those of you that are on the success team, we offer so many different opportunities for you to plug in, whether it's to host a mini masterclass or do a book review. Or you'd like for me to do a special member spotlight on you. I absolutely love hosting those as well. As I mentioned, it's all about you, right? Creating opportunities to market and promote you as our members here. So let's get you on the calendar, Varsha. Okay, I'm going to pass the mic over. How about if we hear from Mary Flowers? Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hello. Hi. How are
Hi.
you all doing? So
We're,
glad to be here.
we're so happy you're here with us today.
Thank you. And also, congratulations to you, Morgan, for your new show. I wanted to say that as well. And what I do, I am a high-end fashion stylist, personal stylist. And right now, I'm just resetting and refreshing and doing some things on the back end. And anytime that you need a personal stylist, I am your go-to person because what I do, I have special techniques where I go behind the scenes. And what that means is I get you dressed from the inside out first before we even go shopping. So that is an integral technique that I use to get us ready as women so that we can be prepared to put on our best wardrobe fit, but starting from the inside out.
I absolutely love that, Mary. And I love what you said that this is kind of a time, and I'm thinking that we all might be there right now in a time to reset and refresh and really
Yes.
prepare for success in 2025. So thank you for sharing that. I love the work that you do, Mary. I'm thinking I probably, let's see here. I don't see it right here handy. Hang on one second here because I want to share this with you.
Okay.
Let's see here. I don't have it handy. I must have it somewhere else. But Mary, if you don't mind, tell us about the book that you launched and that you wrote and published.
Okay, the book that I wrote and published, it is called Excuse Me, Mary, but Your Cleavage is Showing. And what I do, again, as I stated in the book, it focuses on my journey of self-discovery of who I am as far as from the inside out. And how that came about was there was a person in my life that I really love that really tried, they were very insecure and had low self-esteem, and they were trying to convince me that they could reproduce or steal my essence or my personality and my style. And what I did, instead of getting mad at this person or getting jealous or you know doing detrimental things to myself inwardly, what I did is turned inward, and I first turned to God, which focus on Him to be the best person that I could be, to be the best wife that I could be, to be the best mother that I could be, to be the best individual that I could be. And once I did that, I was able to birth out of me the book, to help other women, because I want to help other women to understand can't nobody take your essence, they can't steal your identity, and that you do have high esteem. You just have to figure out who you are and what your purpose is. And how you do that is get quiet and get still and try to listen from your inner voice to figure out, well, what abilities and skills and gifts do I have that I'm very good at, and not only good at, that you have a passion for. And when you find that out, you're directed to knowing and locking into what your purpose is.
Oh my gosh, that was so powerful, Mary. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're absolutely right. No one can steal your essence or your identity. I think there's a very famous quote, and I'm trying to recall who it is by, but no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Yes.
I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt. So I really appreciate you sharing that message with us, Mary. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with others that want to truly see you succeed and help empower you, right? And support you, love you, encourage you. So thank you so much for sharing that message, Mary.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes. So let's hear from, is it Bridget?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Oh, thanks, Carol. I'm happy to be here. Mary, you would love the law of deservability that I founded because we create our reality, our relationships, and our business, not based on what we desire, but what we believe we deserve.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Bridget Hom, and I'm a best-selling author of Stuck on Ready because it takes too long to get ready as entrepreneurs, motivational speaker, as well as business and life coach. I got Zoom divorced during COVID and launched my 6-figure plus business for coaching with 3 boys at home, virtually schooling them. Let me tell you, it was exciting. But I launched this because I believed that entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants deserve to have these 3 solutions to these 3 problems. Number 1, they want to learn how to transform relationships into revenue. Number 2, they want to know how to honor their roles and their goals. I do my business from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily, ladies, 5 days a week. And then number 3, they want to learn how to close with confidence, because there's no such thing as acceptance or rejection in the world of business or relationships. There is only alignment. There is only alignment. So that's why let's not forget about Q4 and jump into 2025. I'm launching a free training next Friday on how to monetize your influence in Q4, because we all deserve to have that skill set, that actionable strategies to start making moves to empower more people with your incredible solution. So my name is Bridget Hom. I'll just put a few links in the chat if that's okay,
Absolutely.
Carol.
Absolutely. And I love that you went straight there. You're right. We still have time in Q4. You know, I'm like, come on, let's go.
Let's make moves.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make some moves and really position ourselves, right? Exactly. So, Bridget, how did you find us here at Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network?
Super catchy, by the way. Beautiful Places Going Places. I put my face on every day. It's a public service.
Me too.
Eventbrite.
Awesome. Awesome. So something is working right for us. We are in alignment, and I absolutely love your message about stuck on ready. I recall 6 years ago when I launched Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network, that I actually spent 2 years researching the how, the software, the programs. What is it? What is this vision? You know, what does that look like? And then finally I had to say, stop it, you're ready, let's go. So I really appreciate that you shared to not be stuck on ready, and to just go and do it messy, just do it, and then tweak it along the way.
Right? Build the plane while we're flying it, take imperfect actions to get massive results.
That's right. So thank you so much for joining us here today. All right, let's see, Nicole. Hello, Nicole.
Hi, I'm sorry. I am an expert at Zoom on my computer, and my computer's not working today. This is my first time Zooming on my phone. It's great to be here. Thanks, y'all, for having me. Thank you, Morgan. Hello. My name is Nicole Anderson, and I run a business called Career Coach Nicole, where I help people access upward mobility through career transformation. And I have a background in corporate recruiting that allows me to work with individuals one-on-one and help people really get those really big career wins. And I have a few clients this year who got $20,000 pay raises, negotiated new job offers, worked on their resumes, anything in the wheelhouse of helping people decide what they want to do next in their career and take those steps to get there. I love to work with people to help them reach their own goals. And I also work with businesses to support contract talent acquisition and recruiting, and provide corporate workshops to help teams become their best selves through all kinds of trainings and learnings. And I'm excited to be here. I'm based in Charlotte, North Carolina. I got introduced to the group through Morgan. And yes, it's great to meet everyone.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. I know all of us have either friends and family that are in corporate world, so your talents are so needed.
Thank you so much. Definitely.
Yeah. All right, Tina.
So, my name is Tina Wumhoff, and I am a professional organizer. I started my journey about 10 years ago. My dad gave me a call and said, "Can you help me move?" And it was a journey. He wanted to move my mom and he from my childhood home over to a condo. Little did we know he was going to pass away 6 months later, but we believe he knew, just couldn't tell us. But fast forward to COVID, I lost my job just like so many others, and did the pandemic pivot and tried to decide what I was going to do. And watching him go through that journey of not wanting to get rid of anything and lightening his load to be able to move my mom on to her next phase of life was just empowering for me. He would call, oh, sorry, sometimes it catches me wrong. He would call, we would start off arguing about him getting rid of 5 microwaves that he had in the basement that were not working, to calling me daily and saying, guess what I got rid of today? So I figured if I could help him go through that journey, I can help anyone. So started that journey. So I help people go through their belongings and also businesses through digital clutter. We don't realize how much our belongings and digital belongings, photos and emails and different files really weigh on us. So I just help everyone lighten their load and move forward. I also do workshops. I have an interior designer that I work with, and we do an organizing and designing workshop. And then I also do decluttering workshops. Also have 5, I'm in Northern Kentucky, so very close to Cincinnati. And we also do declutter workshops. And then I also run 4 different networking groups here in Northern Kentucky to help connect business professionals. I work with a chiropractor, and basically my job is to keep him organized in the networking world. So that's pretty much what I do, but I help busy professionals just get started. Sometimes they just don't know where to begin. I have a keen eye that I can come in and kind of diagnose a space and then figure out what your organizing style is. I think that TV has kind of made it seem like you have to be a celebrity and have your house absolutely perfect at every moment, but we all don't have a team of staff that follow us around and do everything for us. So I just basically come in and help you create solutions and strategies that you can keep your home or business organized without needing to be a celebrity. So thank you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Tina. Tina, I know many of us need that extra organization in the background. And I know especially with moving, or even just, as you said and mentioned, organizing your business, right? Business and life. So what a gift. Thank you, Tina, for joining us. Well, I'm going to pass the mic over to Claire.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you, Morgan. I'm so lucky that I got to meet you at the retreat, and I look forward to seeing more amazement and manifesting from you. So I'm Claire Schmore. I'm a founder of A Better Life RX. The RX because I'm a recently retired pharmacist. So all my life I've tried to help people with their health. So currently I am a certified health and wellness coach. So I don't coach diets because diets always fail. I coach healthy lifestyles. So we focus on obviously nutrition, but also hydration, your movement. Notice I didn't say exercise, movement, sleep, surroundings, and most importantly, mindset. Because if we don't change what's going on, the 6 inches between our ears, nothing changes. Everybody goes back to the way they've been eating before that. So great success so far with over 3 million people with our coaching with our coaches. Something that we've been doing just recently and having a lot of fun and a lot of action, a lot of results with is what we call a 10-day fat burn blitz. So anybody can do anything for 10 days. And this is just a focus for 10 days, honing in on your nutrition and your hydration, your movement, and getting very focused on where you want to be, why you want to be there. Our next Fat Burn Blitz starts November 18th, and it wraps up the day before Thanksgiving. So what a great way to start the holidays with a better mindset and a better approach on how you feel about food. And obviously with a few less pounds and a few less inches. So I'll put my contact information in the chat as well. So thanks for letting me join this group. This has been amazing.
Well, you are an amazing coach as well, Claire. Thank you so much. I know I am currently on your 10-day fat burn blitz, and I'm on day 3. I am 3 pounds down. So I hope to be one of your success stories. And
you already are.
And I love your approach about it's a lifestyle coaching and mindset. And I truly do believe that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So it is all about mindset. So thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
I'm looking at the screen here. I think we still have Ellie that we would love to hear from, and Sarah Mangold as well. And so Ellie, I am going to pass the mic over to you.
All right. Of course, this happens to be the moment my husband comes in to make himself a coffee. So if you
It's okay.
hear
Have
that,
some coffee. It's all
it's just the
good.
way it goes. My name is Ellie, and I am the founder of Calibrated Concepts. As the name might suggest, I have a background in biology and community health. However, that is not at all what I do. I just like the name, mostly because I still believe in doing things incrementally. I still believe in measuring. Really, what I do is the techie side of business. People come to me and they are overwhelmed and they don't know how to set up booking systems, email marketing systems that are branded and automated, really automations in general, project management systems, client relationship management software, websites, because that is all of, I fell into websites as much as I love them. I fell into websites because they are where all these systems meet your clients. And so that is what I do. I love the techie side of things. I'm in Oregon. I have been back in Oregon for 8 weeks after 7 years in Ireland. I married a guy from Northern Ireland and spent 7 years in Belfast, and have just come back to my hometown that I haven't lived in for 15 years. And so it has been a lot of adjustment, but this year has been so focused on the move, on getting Paul his visa, getting rid of everything we own, coming back, resetting up an entire life, that I am so, like many of you, ready to hit 2025 running and spending Q4 putting things in place to make that happen.
Wow, that is so exciting. And welcome back to the USA.
Yeah,
I was just a guest on a live stream podcast for Smoothzative. There are two gals, Gal and Mayan, who have an expat living abroad expat consulting services. So they help expats move around the world and help them with their adjustments and all of that good stuff. So
it's a lot. I've done it three times actually, but it is always a lot. Yes.
I'm happy.
I feel like I'm becoming an expert.
I bet you are. You may want to connect with them. I'd love to connect you with them, because you could be a great guest on their podcast show and a part of their movement, which is really to help expats with that adjustment. So
yes, my business was built out of that adjustment. I moved to Ireland, and so I progressively moved rainier places in my life. I started here in Eastern Oregon, moved to Portland where it rained more, and then moved to Ireland where it rained more again. But I spent, I think, my first year crying because Northern Ireland, while is a lovely, lovely place, it really grew on me, became home. It's a really insular society for lots of good reasons historically, but it is impossible to make friends. The job market was so different, and it rained all summer. And so I was like, I need a business that I can go home.
That's right.
That I can do anywhere.
You can do virtually.
Yep. And that's how we got here.
Awesome. Well, welcome back to the USA. And quick question for you. Where did you find and how did you hear about us?
Just like Bridget, I found it on Eventbrite, and I do have clients. I've always had clients over here in the US, but I have clients all over the world.
Awesome.
And I'm just really trying to get rooted more into both my local business community, but the business community in the US in general as well.
Well, you're in the right place. So thank you for joining us here today. Okay.
Thank you, no problem.
Let me just take a quick look here. Sarah, are you available to join us and share who you are, what you do? I mean, I know you personally. I know several of us on this call know you as well, but we'd love to hear from you if you're available. Well, I am not sure if Sarah's available, but
Oh, there we go.
There you are.
I couldn't figure out, I'm on my phone, so I couldn't figure out how to unmute it. And it was actually a different screen
Well,
than normally.
I am happy that you're here because the work that you do is amazing, and I want the world to know.
Well, thank you, Carol. Thank you. Yes, so I am my own flooring business. We actually just celebrated our 5th year. So I'm woman owned. I'm a one man or woman band. I have my mobile showroom. So I come to your clients and I help customers. They're so overwhelmed with not knowing what product to use or color. So I do have a design background to where I can help them pick out the colors in their house, the right flooring for them. I sit down and do a consultation. Do they have kids? Do they have dogs? And actually, I guide them through the whole process. So I don't just come in, try to sell you some flooring, and then you never see me again. I actually come in, I will stop through when there's through the installation. And then I also come and do a walkthrough before I take your money. Well, we do a half deposit for order, and then the rest is due at time of completion when you're satisfied. So I do walk through the customer with the customer, make sure that they're happy with everything before I get that final check, and just really make sure that they're happy with what they have. And then they can also use me as far as, if there's a warranty issue, if there's an installation issue, I'm the only person that they have to contact to deal with their flooring and deal with everything. They don't have multiple people that they have to go through.
Awesome, Sarah. Thank you so much. I love
You're welcome.
I absolutely love and adore you, as you know that. And
thank you, Carol.
I absolutely love too that you have your mobile showroom. So you actually go to your clients' homes and you have that personal touch, and you can really see what they need and design something specifically for them. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Carol.
Awesome, Sarah. All right, I am going to pass the mic over to our fabulous host today, Morgan Hamer, manifesting mentor, energized entrepreneur, and speaker. What I love about Morgan is when I found out she actually is a $1 million commercial real estate broker in Charlotte, North Carolina. And her background in terms of going from the deepest of deep to raising above, building not only one very successful business, but several income streams. And now she is in the position to help others live their authentic lives and step into their greatness through manifesting and the power of their thoughts and mindset and all that good stuff. So Morgan, take it away.
Thank you so much, Carol. So today I wanted to just have a little conversation specifically to help empower you all and inspire you. And I want to focus on the power of embracing change. Bear with me, I'm not used to Zooming on my iPad, but anyway, so I wanted to talk about change, especially as we're transitioning seasons from fall to winter. If you know me, or if you know me virtually and follow me on social media, you can tell probably that I am a sun and water girl. So I am very resistant to changing of seasons. I want it to be summer year round. And I've decided that this year, instead of getting depressed about having to stay inside, I'm going to try to reframe my resistance to the changing of seasons. And this has also inspired me to find other opportunities to embrace change in other aspects of my life, including in business, relationships, and just leveling up in general. So this is what I've been pondering. How is it that change is the most inevitable part of life, yet resistance to change is one of the greatest sources of suffering? I'm sure that we can all agree that if nothing changes, then nothing's going to change. So why is change something that we fight? I know that on a physiological level, on a psychological level, we resist change because our brains are wired for efficiency and risk avoidance. But that being said, it's our mind's defense mechanism to some degree to come up with all the ways that things can go wrong to keep us safe and, protect us from whatever might happen if change happens. So it's normal to some degree to feel this inner resistance to change. But on the other hand, change is so necessary. In order to grow, we have to change. And to manifest what you want out of life, you have to change yourself energetically. You have to change your inner world in order for your external reality to change as well. So we can't avoid change and also be able to grow and level up and evolve. And I also am very aware that my new life, that the things that I want in the next level, they're going to cost my old life. And, that next level is going to be a little uncomfortable because it is uncharted territory. So why not just start to really try to embrace that discomfort that comes along with change, since it is so inevitable and necessary to get what I want. So these are the things I've been thinking about a lot lately as I try to figure out how to shift from resisting to really embracing change. And when I say I'm intentionally embracing change, I don't mean I'm like forcing myself to like new things or do new things. I'm saying that I'm trying to learn to accept that change is inevitable. I'm not gonna be able to wear a bikini all year and live in Charlotte, but also that it's a part of the process. And I'm wanting to learn how to initiate it myself and really embrace it. So today I'd like to brainstorm some ways to embrace change by inviting it in instead of resisting it. Specifically, I'd like to discuss some things that you can do differently in your life, whether it's your business or your personal life, to accept and invite that positive change. You guessed it, to help you align with and manifest what you really want. And I wanted to throw a couple quick examples for inspiration. Firstly, I'm going to throw one of my friends under the bus. She and her boyfriend had been on the rocks a lot lately because he decided to quit his full-time job and go into gig work, which really triggered her resistance to change. She was worried he wouldn't be able to make it financially and they wouldn't be able to have that quality time because he'd be having to work all the time to do gig work to make ends meet. And she didn't want to break up with him, but she also didn't want to continue stressing out about not getting that time with him. So instead of turning to him as her sole source of entertainment, which was the case for the last few years, I've barely seen her because she always hung out with her boyfriend. She started making plans with other people during her free time on the weekends so that her boyfriend had time to work weekend gigs and she could still have fun and do things on the weekend during her time off. And she's been pleasantly surprised by how much more quality their time is together when they do have their schedules aligned. And she's also been pleasantly surprised by how much more fun it is to do things with her friends than her boyfriend all the time. So that's one example. And then an example from my own life, I have been resisting asking for help in my manifesting business specifically for years because I have done so many big things by myself, acquiring over $1 million worth of real estate, founding a very successful commercial real estate business, so on and so forth. I've been able to do it all on my own. And finally, I got this divine download, this message that said, you've got to hire a coach. You've got to do things differently. You've got to change things up. It's time to do this. And literally the same day that I had that crossed my mind, I met Brenda, who's on this call today. Talk about manifesting. She just landed. I didn't have to look anywhere. She just came forth for me. But anyway, she was exactly who I needed to guide me through the changes that are going to be required for me to get to that next level. So I wanted to open up the floor. I know we've got 10 minutes left, and I wanted to see if anybody has any examples of times where they have embraced change and invited change and it's helped them level up, or if anybody has any ideas of changes that they know they need to make in their own life in order to get what they want, in order to live in more alignment with that reality that you're trying to manifest. Or another thing that might be helpful for you is to start to think about, like, maybe somewhere where you are stuck and resisting resisting change and come up with one little simple thing that you can do differently to start to embrace changes instead. Does anybody want to volunteer to start this conversation? Carol, I'm going to pick on you. If I feel like you could probably come up with some example of a time where you embrace change instead of resisting it.
I do have lots of examples. I'm just trying to think of my head, like which one to share. You know what? I think the one that really hits home for me was when I was living in Europe for 13 years and it was time to repatriate back to the USA. It just no longer was sustainable to continue to live in Europe. We had to move back to the USA. And that was probably the one of the hardest times in my life of just moving back home. And when I felt like I was a foreigner in my own country, because I had been living in Europe for so long. And so that was probably the hardest. And it took time to heal from that, if that makes sense, and say, you know what, this is my life now. This is what I have to work with. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to create new opportunities for myself. I can always catch a plane and fly back to Europe and enjoy a nice 1 or 2 week vacation, a holiday. And I can also launch Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network to connect women globally, leveraging technology. So that was one of my biggest time for change, which I didn't have any choice in the matter, but I had to figure out how to deal with it and run with it.
So do you think that had you stayed in resistance to change, that that Beautiful Faces Going Places would have been born? Had you stayed doing what you were doing and living in Europe and whatnot?
Oh no, I would be, enjoying as a trailing spouse, enjoying, philanthropic hosting events and traveling, and I would be doing that. It'll be a total different life. So I think what you're trying to ask me is that it has changed the trajectory of my life. That pivotal moment, because I would not have created Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. So thank you, Morgan. And I believe we have Claire and Bridget that have something they'd like to share as well.
So I'd like to share one of the mantras that we do with our coaching, and that is the phrase of stop, challenge, and choose. So whether this is mindless snacking, which has been very helpful for me. I printed it out and put it on my pantry, so I'd stopped opening the pantry. But also, excuse me, how you react to people. So if I have family members that were a little bit of conflict, I say to myself, stop, challenge, and choose how you're going to react. Or it could be going to a Beautiful Faces Going Places lunch. And instead of being lost in all the paraphernalia and the messages and things like that, I may say that to myself in the parking lot and just say, stop, challenge what comes next, and choose to be connecting with other people. So those are the changes sometimes I've met with stepping out of my comfort zone and making a change.
I love that. That is one change that we could all take on if we're not already doing that, taking that moment to pause and make sure that our responses and our reactions are aligned with how we want to show up in the world, whether it is getting triggered by a family member at the Thanksgiving table or entering a room full of strangers. And I'm sorry, who was the other person that wanted to speak, Carol?
We have Bridget.
Claire, I know many people who seek life advice opening the fridge and saying, what do I want? The fridge always says food, right? And I'm typically in a relationship with the food on the Thanksgiving table than the people around it sometimes. So I can totally relate to that. When you were talking about really it's overcoming those excuses for me. I was talking to my mentor last week and I said, I have a lot of things to say to you, but 90% of them are excuses. So I'm going to choose to share the 10% with you. And so I've realized that it's the habits. In order to change my habits, I have to overcome my excuses first. That's the middle ground. And so one excuse that I've been making is I don't have enough time. None of you ladies make that excuse, right? I don't have enough time. We all have 168 hours in a week. Elon Musk and all the people who are struggling, working 9 to 5 have the same amount of time. So it's the task management and the mind management. So I've chosen to set a timer for 30 minutes on those things that I don't want to do, but I know if I do what I don't want to do, I will get what I want, which is results. And so I set a 30-minute timer, recorded an indirect VSL today. And so I'm just doing that every day, 30 minutes, setting the timer, firing an excuse, and hiring imperfect action.
I love that. So, and I missed what you said about what you set in the timer to set the time aside for.
To do those things that you don't want to do to get what you want.
Gotcha.
We all have those tasks.
Yes. And I like to pair those with something I enjoy doing afterwards, reward myself. So that little bit of delayed gratification can go a long way too, Is there anybody else who'd like to share an example of embracing change or a change that they might want to make moving forward, just to try to get a little bit closer to where you're trying to go? Alrighty, well then I guess we will close this conversation. I really appreciate all of you that have chimed in. Carol, are you trying to speak?
Okay. I would love for you to do closing remarks, and then I have something I'd love to share with the ladies when we're wrapping up.
All right. Well, I just wanted to thank you all again for joining us today. And I want to also challenge each of you, if somebody resonated with you, to schedule those one-on-ones. That's how you get the most value out of these virtual networking groups. Just having a conversation, getting to know each other, bouncing ideas off of each other. One of the greatest aspects of, or one of the biggest contributors to my professional success has been keeping the attitude of collaborate, don't compete. I know there's a lot of overlap among some of the things that we all do, but instead of taking that as a threat, look at it as an opportunity, because there are plenty with all of these incredible women in this Zoom room right now.
Thank you so much, Morgan. And you're absolutely right. Collaboration over competition. There are 7+ billion people in the world that we each can impact. And there's so much opportunity for all of us, right? It's just as Brenda would say, get up, get cute, get out, get dressed, get out, right? I think that's what you say, Brenda. So there are some, go ahead, Brenda.
I say a lot.
I know you do. That's why I love you.
Hey, when you're closing, Carol, will you announce our event?
Yes, absolutely.
For November 20th, or if you want me to do it, I will. It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Okay. Everybody, if you live in the Dayton or Cincinnati area, Carol and I are hosting our 3rd year of Wind Down Wednesday at Kendra Scott Jewelry Store at Liberty Center. And some of you have been there. Yasna's been there. Did you go, Rebecca?
I don't think she's been yet.
No, not yet.
Well, you have to
maybe this year. Yeah.
Yes, it's from 5 to 7 on Wednesday, November the 20th. It's our only other, well, we have a lunch and learn also, but please mark your calendar. You can register through Beautiful Faces Going Places. We go from 5 to 7. You get free hors d'oeuvres and wine, and you get a discount on Kendra Scott jewelry. And it's a wonderful, wonderful time to network and get to know each other, because everybody's saying, what do these earrings look like on me? So, and we have door prizes. And if you would like to donate a door prize, just bring it. And Carol and I will give you an opportunity to speak to the group and draw the name of somebody to get it. Fun, fun, fun. Don't miss it.
It
And
is a
Mary,
lot
you
of
need to
fun.
be there to see what they have to offer your clients.
Yes, a lot of
Uh,
fun. So that's happening November 20th, Bubbly and Bling
yes.
at Kendra Scott. November 13th, we have our Lunch and Learn networking event. We're doing something new called Table Talks. We have Brenda, Rebecca, and Angie Snowball will be our facilitators. So we're excited to change things up and offer something a little bit different. And then we're back to Global Connections on Wednesday, December 4th with Morgan Hamer, Morgan Manifest. So please save the date, register. The Eventbrite link is live on our website. All of our links and upcoming events are listed on our website. So visit beautifulfacesgoingplaces.com often, as we're always offering and adding new events and new opportunities for you. And then Yasa and I are hosting on Wednesday, December 11th, our final event of the year, Jingle and Mingle, at the AC Hotel Liberty Center from 5 to 7 p.m. And we're excited. It's just going to be loads of fun, as always. Our membership is available online, beautifulfacesgoingplaces.com. Take a sneak peek at what we have to offer here and the opportunities. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Let's schedule a one-to-one coffee chat. And I can't wait to see where we all are in 2025. So thank you so much for joining us here today. Everyone have an amazing, amazing week and take care. Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. It was a pleasure.
Bye. Good to see you, Morgan.
Bye, you too.
Thanks,
Bye.
Morgan.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Morgan.
day.
Bye.
Yeah. I did want to, Morgan, I did want to
Yeah.
tell you, Morgan, I really appreciated the line that you used about, what you say, things,